It's a tale of one city, two perspectives.
Of our efforts to create more deeply affordable housing, to create more shelter, is in response to this information that we're getting.
We should not be surprised to find that more people are losing their housing due to financial and economic pressures when we couple it with the inadequate statewide housing stock.
Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall and State Homeless Coordinator Wayne Niederhauser sounding off on the state's annual homelessness report.
Like, how do we combat those two things? A growing state, which also means that our homeless population will probably grow.
Yeah, well, we need to focus on a lot of things that we're already doing. The state enacted, and we appreciate the legislature for their leadership on this, is we have a state low-income housing tax credit. Not every state has that.
What's more, I'm extremely concerned by the lack of forward momentum from legislative leaders to address this growing statewide crisis.
Mayor Mendenhall says as it stands, there's just not the support available to assist the homeless population that we now know has grown sizably since last year. According to the newly released report, the 2025 point-in-time count, also known as PIT count, showed 4,584 Utahns experiencing homelessness on a single night, an 18% increase from the previous year. Children experiencing homelessness increased from 589 to 662, a 12% increase. The number of Utahns over age 64 experiencing homelessness rose from 251 to 356, an increase of 42%. In total, homelessness as reported by the PIT rose to 715 people compared to the previous year.
It seems like there's a difference of opinion, I'll put it like that, between maybe the governor's office, the mayor's office, when it comes to how we actually address homelessness in the state. So now that we have this data and we know, okay, more people are homeless, now what?
Well, let's talk about a couple of things that the data tells us. One of the things, this 18% increase at 715 people additionally counted as homeless on our point-in-time count. The silver lining there is 95% of those were in shelter.
Niederhauser noting that typically we'd see an increase in unsheltered homeless folks and that the state has a plan to create more options.
Do you anticipate that we will have more resources? I know we've talked about having more beds, right? But beyond that?
Well, I mean, the legislature has acted. We also received $25 million to help build a campus. We're trying to land on a piece of, I shouldn't say land on, but we've identified several pieces of land that could work. We're doing some due diligence on those properties. So, you know, the legislature has shown that they're willing to address this.
To our state leaders, your partners are here. We are ready and willing to work with you, and the changes that are needed are clear. As your partners, we have a plan for 1,300 more shelter beds. We have made land available, yet as of today, we have only 1/3 of the capital funding needed to build the first phase, and not a penny of operational capital.
Beyond the sheer demographic breakdown of the numbers, the report does point to some improvement. 75% of emergency shelter stays were 90 days or less, down from 80%, although the length of stay in emergency shelter increased by 10 days, a 17% increase. But individuals staying 12 months or more was only 2%. That remains steady. Niederhauser says recovery is where we should focus our efforts.
It is a lot to ask to keep someone off the streets. So what's the best approach to that?
Well, the data shows us in our annual report that the amount of people coming back to homelessness was reduced slightly, which we appreciate that. It's at least a stabilized figure. But it's recovery support that really makes a difference.
Robin Oginye, Fox 13 News, Utah.